My name is Victor, aka Victoria Porkchop Parker. I am a female impersonator and entertainer, and my nose looks like chopped pork. I was born in Anderson, South Carolina, and I grew up in a very conservative home. I basically had to stay home unless I went out with my parents. They were overprotective, probably to the max. I wasn't allowed to have friends over. I wasn't allowed to sleep at anyone else's home. I wasn't allowed to visit anyone else's home because I was gay, and I was never one who could hide it. I've never been asked, was I straight? I had family members who competed for the title of Miss North Carolina from the time I was a very little child, and I'd stay up late at night doing nothing but watching pageants on TV. Somehow I knew that one day that I could do that and I was gonna be able to express myself in that manner. And I basically taught myself how to walk, how to talk, how to perform, how to be a pageant performer, and I've been an overachiever all my life. Winning one national pageant was enough. I had to win 7. I first started having silicone treatments in 1999 after I started to see lines and things that I needed to have fixed. And the person who was doing my silicone work was actually a nurse at a plastic surgeon's office. She had a setup in her basement, kind of like what you would see in a doctor's office, so I trusted what she was doing. I had silicone injected into the tip of my nose, into the bridge of my nose. Over time, all of that started to shift. And I started seeing nodules in my face, granulomas, and eventually it became very noticeable, not only to me, but the public as well. People laughed at me. I immediately started pursuing trying to get my face back in order.
So that doctor made an incision across the top of your tip, and also lift your chin up just a little bit, and right here. And you got that lump right there, and that huge blood vessel.
Pork chop is a really difficult problem. There's probably a poor amount of blood supply to these areas, and any surgical procedures that are performed are at high risk for wound healing problems, skin loss, and skin death.
I'll begin Victor's surgery today by removing rib from his chest and fascia from the head to use in the reconstruction. I'll then open up the nose, reconstructing the inside using cartilage from the rib and fascia from the head for structure, camouflage, and length. The goal is to give Victor the nose he's always wanted without activating the granulomas in his face. All right, let's take this wild ride and see what happens here. We're hitting that area where the skin is stuck down. One wrong move and I'm popping right out of the skin. Do we have an extractor? Let's see if I can do this. Whoa! Whoa! Oh. Victor has a huge blackhead on his nose, and when I take all that junk out of that zit, it's interesting. The whole area just goes. That means Victor did not have a granuloma. He had a giant, enormous zit. No granulomas, just thick tissue. Made the tip a lot better. Okay, that's it.
Make some noise and welcome to the stage, Victoria Porkchop Parker!
I have never been a real confident gentleman. I've always been very confident in drag because that's what I do for a living. All of these ladies here, we all put on this wonderful persona that you all love to see, and we all love to give it to you. What we do to ourselves because of that is we kind of hide who we are underneath the makeup and the female attire. Because of 2 wonderful physicians, Dr. Nassif and Dr. DeBro, I'm able to stand before you as a very confident gentleman now. Dr. Nassif gave me back confidence that I haven't had since before I started female impersonation. And most importantly, the ability to look at myself and not feel like I've got to have a different persona about myself. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Okay, so this happened.
Wow, oh my God.
Yeah. Talk about a happy face. Hello.
I know, look at you on stage. Look at you.
I know, I'm not used to it. Y'all look okay?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Confident.
I feel very confident. Usually to get ready, it takes pork chop at least 2 hours. Tonight, it only took me 20 minutes. I can't beat this. So, hey, you're going to be seeing a lot more Victor. Trust me.